Now, you definitely don't want it to be now. Now, you definitely don't want it to be now. Now, you definitely don't want it to be now. Now, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Castellanos. Zaccagni. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Bellingham. Played out to the left flank. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And it's Zico. And it's lofted. He rises! Sticks it away! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Great chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Vieira. And it's Marquinhos. Van der Vaart. Ball played for Zico. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Drogba. Nicely aimed pass. And the shot! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And yes, it's him again. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we're off again. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Just eases him off the ball. Zico. Van der Vaart. Out to the left it goes. Oh, such a clever touch. Can he get it through? That is lovely. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Zaccagni! Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Drogba. Hernandez. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Marquinhos. Bellingham. Figo. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rovella. The pass has gone astray. Van der Vaart. Hernandez. Guendouzi. Marusic. Isaacson.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, to wait until now to make this change.
In for a header! And that is a truly outstanding save. Bellingham. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Marquinhos. It's Van Dijk. And it's Marquinhos. Kimmich. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Isaacson.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And that will be it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Van der Vaart taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Drogba.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Bruno Fernandes. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago, he was the highest scoring midfielder in Europe with 33 goals in all comps. And we aren't even talking about his assists. His record of direct goal involvement is quite phenomenal.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Stood up well to him there. Højlund is herring after that one. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Van der Vaart. Hernandez.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bruno Fernandes is offering a wry smile there.
Bruno Fernandes goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vieira. Van der Vaart. Zico. Vieira, a player of legendary status. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Garnacho. Mazraoui. Menu. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Figo. And here's Drogba. And here's Figo.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Van der Vaart. And he has been fouled there. Van der Vaart. Oh, important interception. And he's there to get it away. Vieira. And it's Van Dijk. It's Kimmich. There's the whistle for half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. How would you review the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Garnacho. He's having a go! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Figo. Zico. Figo in acres of space out wide. Maguire getting this one clear. It's Drogba! No mistake! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Gently done. Pass is just off target.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, that's an excellent interception. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Spread neatly. That's the throw. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Casemiro.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that
He's got the shot away! Sticks it away! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So there's going to be another change here. So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like...
And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now they can clear their lines. Interesting ball. Has a go! It's there! And what a climax we have here!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
He's gone for goal! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
If they're good enough to keep the ball at this stage, it should.
He's had a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Ugarte really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Figo. And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. It really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Figo. Amrabat in acres of space out wide. Terrific header! Harmlessly behind. Aim forwards. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Bellingham. Zico, a true great in every sense of the word. Lovely feet. He's tried one! Still goalless at the moment. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Van Dijk. Bellingham. Hernandez. It's Van der Vaart. And it's Zico. Gelhardt. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Van der Vaart. It's Bellingham. Zico. Now it's Drogba. Gelhardt. And it's Zico. Speculative strike. And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So a fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And the action is back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Driving forward. Oh, that's neat. Chance! They've scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So the first goal of the game.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Amrabat. Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Figo, and they can counter here.
There they go, hunting again.
There will be a throw-in. Zico. He's having a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And he can clear it away. And it's Amrabat. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Bellingham. That's a lovely, neat pass. Gelhardt. Foot in. Bellingham. That is lovely. The ball has bounced loose now. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That's tidy. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Van der Vaart. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And that has been cut short.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Vieira claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How do you look back? Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, what has happened here? Danger averted for now. Hullet. Out of play for a goal kick. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
It's Casillas for me, because if he gets a little busy in this game, he has the talent and vast experience to cope with pretty much anything. He can be an extremely reassuring presence here.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hullet with the short one. No, he refuses to take the bait. And now they can spring out of defence. Marosic.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Zaccagni. There he goes, motoring forward. And he's there to get it away. And claimed it back swiftly. To Guendouzi. Isaacson. Bellingham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge. Lazio clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Mbappe. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's had a hit! Zaccagni. Castellanos. Zaccagni. Zaccagni cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.